Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Today I'm actually going to be doing a highly requested video. This is going to be a reading for RM or Namjoon of BTS. I hope I'm saying his name right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. But yeah, this is going to be a general reading off of his current energy. And as usual, I'm not going to divulge too much out of respect for him and for whomever I do a reading about in the future. But I also want to say that it's very, very important for me to create boundaries and also respect their energy as well as protect my energy. So I really hope you guys can understand that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's just get started. Hi guys, so I really like to start my reading by getting a little bit of an overview into the person I'm reading's personality, especially if I'm not familiar with them. But I can tell with Namjoon, with RM, should I say RM or Namjoon? Maybe RM, just so I don't get his name wrong. But I can tell with Namjoon that he is someone who is very, very generous, and people are drawn to him because it's almost like he's very sure of himself and he has no expectations from other people. It's not like he's not the type of person who would befriend you to, I don't know, get something out of you or anything like that. He just comes with no expectations, no perceptions. He just is. So, and he's very generous and kind. And there is something about him that is very charismatic. I feel like he commands respect from people. Yeah, so I'm getting that. It's almost like people go to him for advice. People go to him to get clarity on a situation. I also see that with the Justice card here. He is someone who's very unbiased and very fair. He will say it as is. So he brings balance. I feel like in BTS's life he brings balance to the group. I think he's a very integral part of the group. This is the first time that I'm reading him, but I'm already getting the sense that it's almost as if he just brings balance, equilibrium. He brings peace to the group. He's a really, really big part of why they are successful. That's what I'm sensing. Also because we have the Princess of Pentacles here. I feel like people haven't seen just how talented he is. He is still holding his cards close to his chest because I feel like he is someone who's very talented, and he's talented in a lot of different things. And he brings that special little something to a project, to a song, to whatever it is. I feel like he completes it. So if it's like a group project or something like that, he is able to add the final touch. Also, he is someone who's very grounded, and he's also someone who is quite ambitious, really. He has his eye on the prize, and he is able to lay the foundations, clear foundations and clear goals for himself and for the people around him. He's also very good in business. So although I can tell he's very artistic, you know, with the Nine of Cups, and we have the Fool here as well. He's very artistic, but he's also very good at the business side of things, at seeing what is going to work, at also reading contracts and things like that, making sure that people aren't going to, like, sorry for the word, but screw him over, you know what I mean, or screw the group over. He's very good at that. So I really see that he's a very, very clever person, and he's someone who you would really want to have on your team. At the same time, I see that with the Fool here, he's got this enthusiasm about him that is very charming. And when you're around him, if he's excited about something, you feel excited about that too. It wears off on you because it rubs off on you because he's just got this like excitement about him. And this is what I mean. He doesn't take things for granted. He doesn't take where he is for granted too. So that's why he works very, very hard at ensuring that he has longevity, at ensuring that he will still, you know, be able to do this for a very long time, because he loves what he does. He appreciates what he does. he is completely enjoying and savoring where he is at the moment, and he's not taking it for granted at all. So he has this charm and enthusiasm, and he does see things in a very like childlike way at times. He's just he is enjoying this journey he's in. But also I feel like he's currently going through a spiritual awakening as well. He's starting a new chapter where he's learning a lot of new things. He's opening his mind to a lot of new things right now, I'm sensing. So let's see what else is currently going on in RM's life. RM. He's also a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm looking at his photo right now, and I can tell that he is a little bit of a perfectionist. In the best way possible, although sometimes it can be a little bit detrimental. But okay, so we have the Three of Cups, the Four. Yeah, so like I said before, he is someone who is very good at building foundations, at setting foundations up, making sure that things are on track, because he has that vision for it. We have the Four of Torches right here, which is the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, as well as the Six of Pentacles. This is amazing. So I feel like right now he's actually going through a really good period in his life. He's laying the foundations, he's celebrating something. So I don't know if he's doing a lot of writing or he's moving houses, but he is very happy building something. So I feel like either he's building a project, working on a project, or he's literally moving houses and decorating and feeling at peace, feeling very happy. But also because we have the Three of Cups here, he is celebrating something. Like I mentioned before, he is surrounded by friends. Like I mentioned before, with the Nine of Cups, he's very generous. I can see here again with the Six of Pentacles, he is very generous, and because he gives so freely to the people around him, so that could be to his family, to his friends, to people in need, he also gets a lot in return from the universe, as you can see. So whatever he gets, he gives, but then it's an endless cycle that keeps repeating. He has good karma, he has good positive energy that always ends up flowing, because he's a kind person, because he's a generous person, and I feel like he's very much at peace with himself. So let's see what he's currently we have the Queen of Pentacles. He's working really hard. So he's working really hard. What else is going on? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups in reversed, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like it's also a little bit of a distraction right now, because I am getting the sense that in the last few months or so, he was going through something emotionally. This doesn't necessarily have to be relationship wise, but he was feeling a little bit sad and a little bit down over something that he had to say goodbye to. So this could be something that he was very much emotionally attached to. So like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to mean a relationship, but we'll get a clarification regarding that. But I feel like he's finally able to let this go, and he's focusing on himself, he's focusing on his career, he's focusing on his the things that make him really passionate and make him really happy. Also, we have a lot of pentacle energy every time I'm thinking about him or his current situation. So I feel like he has some earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in his chart. But let's see first what he is currently really wanting right now. RM. What are some things? Oops. So we have embracing the future, flying free, and standing firm. 3 cards jumped out from for RM. So like I mentioned before, he is currently focusing on his craft, on his passion, on his work. That's what he's doing. He is trying to let go of past things that are causing him a lot of pain. But with the embracing the future right now, he is really excited about the future, you guys, because we also have the Four of Wands and we have the Three of Cups. So I feel like he is really working on something that is making him so happy, so excited. it's almost like, oh, I can't wait to get up in the morning. I can't wait to start this journey, you know, with the Fool. It's something that is really, really making him happy. And it's something that I feel like is pretty big because we have the Four of Wands. So it's setting up for the future, you know. So he's really, really embracing this chapter in his life. We have the embracing the future, so he is really excited about it. And because we have the flying free right here, I feel like he's doing something that he's never done before. So it's almost like he is exploring new avenues, exploring more within himself, especially with the Fool right here and flying free. He is trying new things. He is learning a lot of different skills. He is just trying to push himself and push his boundaries. Yeah, making sure that, you know, he is exploring a lot of new things and coming out with something that I feel like people haven't seen him do before, as well as the standing firm. It's funny because I asked for one oracle and 3 oracles jumped out. So he is feeling a lot of excitement right now. And like I mentioned before, RM is someone who people go to for advice. People respect him. There is just something about him that is so charismatic. And I feel like he is learning to trust himself even more now. Within his career, he is so strong, he is so sure of himself, and he is feeling very, very confident. I feel like people listen to him. No one has the courage, basically. No one is trying to kind of change his mind. No one is trying to control him. He is standing firm. He knows that he is strong. He has a clear vision about what he wants, and he knows how to achieve it. So that is something that's really, really good. So let's look at this 5 of Cups in reversed really quickly. Only whatever is for us to see. Okay, so oh my gosh, so many cards came out. Okay, so so it is about a relationship, because we have the Lovers and the Hanged One. So I don't feel like this is a breakup or anything like that. I feel like it's being put on hold. I feel like they're on a break or some kind of situation. And I see it's because there's been a lot of fighting. It's been a lot of struggle. Maybe it's difficult. It's very difficult for them to make time for one another, or maybe it's just that there's just a lot of arguments, because that's what I see. So this relationship is something that is very, very important to him, but unfortunately it's just at a standstill right now. It's currently on pause because of what I mentioned with the 7 of Torches. There's just a lot of arguments, a lot of not seeing eye to eye, a lot of having to prove each other's point. It was causing him a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety in the past, because it means a lot to him. And I feel like with RM, he is someone who he's not someone who will fall in love very easily, or he's not someone who will invest in a deep and meaningful relationship very easily. It takes a lot to kind of, I don't know, to really, you know, like penetrate his persona, his walls, because he is a very warm and kind person, but he's choosy, you know. He's not going to just give himself to anyone. But once he does, it is something that will be long lasting. It is something that he's very serious, and it is something that he will truly invest his time and energy on. So obviously this is something that, you know, truly affected him, and unfortunately with the 6 of Swords they had to part ways. But I see that this is temporary with the Hanged Man right here. It's not permanent, so there is still a chance for them to get back together soon, because I do see that there is still a strong love between the two. So let's see what else the universe wants to say. RM. Yeah, so he's taking time to reflect on what happened. He is someone who is very mature, you guys. Not everyone is like RM. Not everyone is able to reflect on their mistakes. Not everyone is able to take accountability for their actions and you know, their part in the a relationship breaking apart is what I'm trying to say. But he is someone who is always trying to reflect, even when there's something going on with the group or something with his friends or his family. If something happens, he always tries to see it from other people's point of view and tries to change that from like tries to make sure that he doesn't repeat the same mistake. So we also have snake shed old skin. So like I mentioned before, I honestly feel like he's currently going through a spiritual awakening. He's really expanding his horizon and his vision. The same thing with his work, because I feel like you know, during times of distress or during our darkest hours, that's usually when we reawaken a part of us that has been dormant, that has laid dormant for a long time. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. He's seeing a lot of things from a different point of view, and he's currently shedding old skin, shedding things that no longer work for him. That could be ways of thinking or bad habits or things like that. So it's being reaffirmed with autumn, release the old and rest. He is taking a time off from this relationship, like I mentioned before, with the hanged man right here, and he is resting, he's recuperating, he's trying not to focus on relationships, and he is just giving his all to his work and his craft and his passion. Oh, and we have the moon here as well, with take note of intuitive messages, like I mentioned before. With a spiritual awakening, I really feel like he's going through a transformative period right now, and he's truly reflecting. So let's just get an overview as to how our EMS 2021 is going to be, because oh my goodness, as usual, I always end up talking for a really long time. It's already been 15 minutes. So let's just get a little bit of an overview as to how our EMS 2021 is going to be. Oh. Wow, he's really taking like a big, okay, oh my gosh, a lot of messages. So okay, you guys, so I feel like this year is actually going to be a little bit of a difficult one for our M. So if you are his fan, just send him a lot of good vibes. Nothing that he can't overcome, because he is someone who's very strong, very resilient, very passionate, and he is able to say things as is. He is able to protect himself. He's able to protect the people around him. But I do see with the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Torches, okay, I feel like he is going to have to fight for a lot of the things that that are owed to him, for things that he deserves. I feel like he's really going to have to fight for things, and I feel like he's going to be doing a lot of fighting for BTS too. So I feel like maybe there's going to be things that they've been promised that they might not get, because with the 5 of Wands, he is really trying to take control of a situation and trying to I don't know, it's just trying to get what is promised to them, trying to get what they deserve. But unfortunately, it's just an uphill battle. And I'm getting the sense here with the 5 of Torches, and you can see 2 people right here. He's not just fighting for himself. So I'm getting the sense that this is also for BTS. And maybe it's like getting the money that they're owed, or seeing a project go that keeps getting canceled or keeps getting delayed. He is trying as hard as he can, but unfortunately it's just a really difficult uphill battle, because as you can see here from the moon, there's a lot of things that are being kept from them. And the 5 of Wands, like I mentioned, is always something that follows BTS readings everywhere I go. So you guys, don't worry too much. I always try to say this, energies change all the time, so let's hope for the best. Let's hope that things are going to be easier for RM. But I do feel like there are going to be some issues right here, although he is really going to be protecting, trying to take that lead role and trying to protect the people that mean a lot to him, because I do see that he is really going to be kind of like in fight mode, and I feel like that's about the second half of the year, he's really going to try and fight for what they're owed. But as you can see here with the Queen of Swords, there is a force that is higher than him that kind of has more control over the situation. So yeah, let's hope things get better, because we do have the 10 of Swords and we also have the 7 of Swords. So it is going to be very mentally exhausting for RM, and it's also going to be, there is going to be a situation where he will feel like, oh my gosh, this can't get any worse. But it's true, the guides are saying, yes, don't worry, it can't get any worse. So he will reach a point where he feels like, this is too crazy, this is too painful, but with that is rebirth and a new cycle begins, and he's going to enter an easier phase in his life. And I'm getting the sense this is after the 7th month of 2021, because I do feel like, because we have the 7 of Swords here, and I don't want like you guys to, I don't know, kind of like I don't want you guys to fight in the comment section or anything like that, but I do feel like he is going to be stabbed in the back by someone who is close to him, who has ulterior motives and can be quite manipulative and is only focused on their own gain. So this is going to be a big year for RM, because he is going through a lot of he's going through a transformative period in his life. He is going through a spiritual awakening. He's learning a lot about himself. He's going to be working on the things that he's really passionate about and trying to release something. Also, I see that he might be moving, but there's a lot to celebrate. But at the same time, I feel like I mentioned before, he is someone who is very generous. He has no expectations of people because he's such a good person. It's almost like it's difficult for him to sometimes I don't know, for him to think that, oh, this person has just bad energy, or this person has bad intentions when it comes to me and my energy. He just thinks everyone is good, you know? So I think that's why it really hurts him, and why it's really going to take him by surprise when someone around him has like ulterior motives, really. But yeah, let's see if there's any other messages from the guides for RM. And like I mentioned, guys, I mean, this is, you know, energies change every time, every time. So, you know, let's just hope things get better. And the energy, yeah. He really needs to trust his intuition more, because I feel like he is, I feel like he's not really listening to his intuition. He is going to, though, because he is, like I said, going through a spiritual awakening, and he's trying to, I feel like this especially is going to make him realize a lot, and is going to teach him a lot of lessons. But with the Emperor too and the Justice, he's always tried to be a very fair person, unbiased and things like that. But this year he is going to unleash kind of like the wild side of him. He is going to go into beast mode, and he is going to fight for what is owed to him, what is owed of his group, and all that stuff. He is going to go on like just full-on warrior mode. But yeah, you know, everything is a process, everything happens for a reason. He really just needs to listen to himself and trust himself. That's not going to fail him. But yeah, guys, I'm going to stop right here because it's getting a little bit intense, and also it's gone for a long time now. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's good and bad, and I hope if you guys, you know, love RM, you just send him good energy and positive thoughts, because it really does make a difference. Everything is energy. So if you think good thoughts, if you send love his way and things like that, it will get to him. But I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I really hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye.